Do you ever feel that you're just not ready? Not ready to make that big decision? Not ready to take that leap? Not ready to retire? It's a feeling that can stop us in our tracks, and for many, it's actually the biggest obstacle to a happy and timely retirement here in the UK. I was recently chatting with, well, let's call him Alex. And Alex had been saving diligently for years, making regular contributions to his workplace pension. He'd also paid enough national insurance contributions to qualify for the full state pension. Now, on paper, he was financially ready to retire, but every time he thought about it, Alex's stomach just dropped. He said, I just don't know. He said, is the state pension enough? And what if the markets take a hit? What if I need more than that 25% tax-free lump sum? I feel like I need another 5 years just to be safe. But Alex had gone over the numbers with his independent financial advisor, and he told him that his defined contribution pot was looking really healthy. They both factored in the expected state pension, and they knew that he was in a strong position. So as we agreed that the problem isn't the maths of it all, it's probably a problem with confidence. So the fear of the unknown, of what might go wrong, it's so powerful that it overshadows reality of what's gone right. This lack of confidence keeps people tied to a desk long after they've earned their retirement freedom. We often talk about the financial cost of retirement, but what about the cost of time? Time is one asset you can never earn back. Every extra year you work, just in case, is a year that you don't spend traveling or learning a new skill or simply being present with the people that you love. Think of it this way. Your pension pot can grow, but your time is only ever ticking down. Now, the minute you spend worrying about a future problem that might never actually occur, or minutes that are stolen from the present that you could be enjoying. We spend time alone, with a partner, or with other people. And as we age, the ratio between the time we spend with them changes. So in our 20s, we can see here that we spend lots and lots of time with other people. We spend very little time alone and very little time with our partners. By the time we hit 45, you can see that we spend more time with our partners. Now, this is on average. But we spend less time alone and even less time with others. Now, let's move on to when we're 70. Now, this is the time we spend most time with our partners on average. Some time alone, but very little time with others. We can become isolated. Now, sadly, when we hit 90, we are spending a huge amount of our time on our own. And that's on average because many relationships will have lost one of their partners by the time they get to 90. And you can see that they are spending very little time with others as well. And that's where loneliness creeps in. In this chart, we look at money, health, and time. And at different ages in our lives, what percentage of these we have overall. So we can see here that in our 20s, again on average, we have quite a small amount of money, whereas our time is extensive. We have a lot of time left. Now, when we reach 50, we've usually accumulated quite a bit more assets and money. So as you can see, that money is our largest percentage split here. But our time has reduced significantly. Now, by the time we reach 70, quite often, on average again, we will have accumulated quite a lot of cash due to having pension savings, but our health will have significantly reduced and our time has almost run out. So we really need to start to build our confidence to enable us to make the right decision to retire at the right time. So how do you bridge this confidence gap? Now, if you haven't already, revisit your plan. Sit down with a pensions professional advisor or an IFA and see the numbers in black and white. Don't rely on gut feelings. I mean, seeing your solid plan, including any private pensions and the state pension actually laid out, can be incredibly reassuring. And once you are convinced on the numbers, then put them to one side and then try and visualize your life, like not just the abstract idea, but the tangible details, where you go for walks, what books you'll read, who you'll have lunch with, make it real. And maybe start small. How about practicing retired life on a smaller scale? Skip the holidays this year, maybe instead. Take a few weeks off and see what it feels like to live on your own terms. I mean, it's a powerful rehearsal. When you are retired, not every day can be a holiday. So practice not being on holiday and not being at work. You've probably spent so much time being in one or the other that without planning it, this can feel strange. The goal isn't just to have enough money, it's to have the courage to use that money. So don't let a lack of confidence rob you of the most precious resource you have. Yeah, time is precious. Don't waste it worrying. Retirement isn't an ending, it's a beginning. And don't let fear keep you from it. Thanks for listening to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.